now.
Hello, welcome to another episode of RC Racing TV News. I'm Matt McCallum.
And I'm Frank McKinney.
And here are your headlines.
There's loads of major race results from this past weekend. First up, the 31st Snowbird Nationals in Florida have finished with X-Ray's Alexander Hagberg taking the win in both Touring Mod and in 12th GTP Mod.
Congratulations, Alex. The Philippine Masters have announced their race dates as a second round of the Asian Buggy Championships with just 200 entries open for racers, and they're nearly already full.
Wow. The EOS from Dawn is over with Michal Orlowski not taking the win. Wow. Lots more on that later.
Lots. Back to the USA, the Beast of the East Triple Crown off-road race at the World of RC in North Carolina has finished with over 320 entries.
And on the other side of the US in Southern California, Mayfield wins buggy and truggy at the TNR Fuels A-Main Challenge, and Fend wins buggy at the Dirt. Now it's quite interesting that both of these two big off-road races happened at a very short distance apart from each other in California on the same weekend.
Plus, not content with his third place at ETS, Reinhard is still practicing at Dawn.
Sweet master.
Also, Team Schumacher works out.
Bruno reacts to the reactions. And now for your main stories.
Ollie Payne leaves Schumacher.
That's right, former Euros 112 champion and World's A-Main finalist, who's also a fantastic touring car racer, posted just a few days ago that he won't be racing for Schumacher as of last week. It's a weird time of year to announce a split from a chassis sponsor coming just after the New Year period, and also with the 112th Euros coming up in just a month's time.
Yeah, for sure. However, it seems that this was his choice, with Ollie and Schumacher signing a deal just several weeks ago. So where will he go?
Your guess is as good as ours. X-Ray? Automatics, maybe? Or possibly not? I don't know. Where could the British racer go? Well, we do have a quote from Ollie, and he says,
"I really can't share too much at the moment, only that I'm excited for something new in the future." And now for this week's Hot Topic.
This is a hot topic.
Hey.
This from our YouTube comments this week on the Nitro Buggy Worlds Finals from Redovan last year.
This was absolutely the worst Worlds ever. The fight over tires was absolutely ridiculous, and Angaro's team should be banned from racing.
Banned, I tell you.
They've did this twice last season. Ban that kid and his entire team.
They've did this twice last season.
We actually talked directly to Davide Angaro about this exact topic for an upcoming RC Racing TV podcast, and here's what he had to say.
For sure, tires played a big role on the final, for sure.
Now, as you know, we spoke to pro racers in Dawn last week and had them reacting to Bruno Cahello's big move. Now, we've since spoken to Bruno and had him react to their reactions to his big move. Let's see what they had to say and what he had to say about what they had to say.
Having Naoto there, you're going to have also hard work to be in front of him.
Honestly, I never had this kind of thing of being the first driver on the company. If Naoto wins every race from tomorrow on, I will be super happy about it. Because I'm the part of this project, you know. He's winning, and if he starts to win tomorrow, it's because of me.
Definitely in off-road time scale, Bruno will not be there anymore.
I'm sure that in certain part he's more, relieved about that. But I'm sure he's not on that way because we have been, we have so many fights together, super nice fights in the past. We have been respectful to each other, even though at the Worlds happened what happened. But I mean, it is what it is. That's racing. I mean, and I watched the EOS this weekend. All the top 3, top 4 guys, they were crashing each other, and Bruno was not there again. So I mean, you see, there is no drama. There is nobody talking about it. But if was Bruno there, for sure they will say, you see, Bruno, maybe I was the guy that the fault was maybe mine there as well.
At this point, I don't really care.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the banana. Yeah.
I don't really understand the whole project.
It is what it is. The project is the project. Who wants to understand, understands. But I mean, I'm not going to explain to everybody what the project is. Some people will say it's because of money. Some people will say whatever you want. I mean, at the end, it's my work. And I'm going to still work hard to make things happen like I did in all other brands that I enter in.
Now look, this is just episode 5 of RCTV News. It's a new initiative and already we find ourselves going down a certain path of seeking drama, salacious tabloid-style headlines and wreaking havoc with relationships and racing drama around the community. And that is not a journey that we want to go on.
All of this brings us back to the EOS in Dawn, where things did not go as expected because we had lots of crashing with the top racers in the finals.
There was so much drama, in fact, that David on Sunday released a statement via his Facebook. He referenced a number of things, including, "These things happen easily in open wheel racing. I messed up in A3 and I'm sorry about that. But whining about the start of A2 and then saying that my goal in A3 was to take him out? Come on. What attitude is that? No one is trying to ruin anyone's race." This was followed by a Facebook post from Michal himself on Monday, but also a video message which he sent to us saying a number of things, one of which was referencing the lack of on-track respect from younger drivers in off-road today.
Especially in 10 scale buggy, I think with the new generation of drivers, 17, 18, 19-year-olds, I feel like the driving and racing standards have been massively lowered because of these drivers. I feel like there's a lack of respect.
Michal also had a few comments about Ronnefalk's driving in Dawn.
I was extremely surprised in four drive because David isn't one of these young drivers, and he should have known better, trying to win the race on lap 1 and then ruining mine and his race in both A2 and A3. And even though he was out of the contention, he had no chance to win. He destroyed my race. So yeah, I don't understand. I will never understand, but I will never forget.
Now the overall winner ended up being Burak Kilic, taking advantage of all the on-track chaos to seal the deal after 3 chaotic races.
Hello guys, it's Bruno here from Germany, racing with the Turkic flag. Yeah, I'm right now in French preparing for the Montpellier GP. I mean, yesterday I just won my 4-wheel drive overall championship. I mean, I feel just awesome, and yeah.
Well done to Burak. You kept it clean, you sidestepped all of the drama, and you rose above it. So we'll have no more of this gutter journalism. We'll have no more of this unnecessary drama. We're going to focus on the positives and just move on upwards to better things.
Actually, we're going to have a lot more about this in our first episode of Beef History.
Now for the final word in EOS, let's go back over to Patrick Beck for a super quick roundup of the event.
So, in the two-wheel drive stock buggy class, it was Pelle Carlsen from Denmark who took the win with his new Psyche buggy. In the two-wheel drive modified class, Markus Kerup from Denmark won for Team Associated. And the stock truck class was in the hands of young X-Ray driver Jan Zalewski. 2 days later, the four-wheel drive portion started, and we saw Micha Wittmeier taking the win in the modified stadium truck for S-Works ahead of Jörn Neumann. The four-wheel drive stock class was taken by Daniel Hoffmann from the Czech Republic. He also is racing for X-Ray. And in the premier four-wheel drive modified buggy class, it was Burak Kilic who taking the win with his LRP powered buggy ahead of Michal Orlowski, who was the top qualifier, and Bartosz Zalewski, who finished in 3rd place. That was a wrap up here from the EOS in Germany, and we see us next year, 2026.
Well, of course, as we know, Patrick is a very accomplished racer himself, and here he is, still at Dawn, testing out his new Mugen touring car. Going to get a much quieter chair for next week. Hope you enjoyed the new studio. It's been great having you. Thanks for being with us. Episode 5 in the books.
Yes, and episode 6 coming up sooner than you think. But make sure and check out the Beef History, which is coming up, well, available to watch now, as we said. And we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.